welcome everybody to this video. I recently was doing guest at Disney Channel show, whatever. Brought me back a lot of nostalgia. So I was like, damn, I kind of want to do a Disney Channel show tier list. And that's exactly what we're about to do. Let's get straight into the video, man. Oh, so many fucking. All right. So the rules are I'm basing this just off of what I remember because there are so many shows where it was just like, I tried rewatching it as a grown adult and holy fuck did they suck ass. It really pissed me off. But yeah, let's get straight into it. Lab Rats. Is there another Lab Rats on here? If there's oh yeah, there is. I did not watch this then. I haven't watched the second season. By the way, did you know that Disney? I mentioned this in the other one, but Disney literally like you see how it's Lab Rats and then Lab Rats Elite Force. After 3 seasons, there's like a law where you have to pay people fairly, and the way that Disney combated it was they'd end the show and then start a whole new one. You can tell because hold on, there are always 3 seasons. You can go like hold on. Let's see how many. Oh, this one's 4. Okay. What about this one? Is this just one episode, one season? Oh, this is just one season. Okay, I might be tripping. I might be tripping. I might be tripping. I'm not sure though. You gotta double check that. But I haven't watched this one. I have watched the Jonas TV show, but I never watched it. Like all these shows, I've watched multiple episodes, multiple seasons of it. I've never watched the Jonas show ever, like fully. I can't really rate it because I've only seen it on TV a couple of times. So that's not that doesn't count. Like you have to actually watch something. Remember I used to watch the Winx Club. I remember that shit. The fuck is this? Tangled. Is this a Tangled show? I didn't watch it then. Gravity Falls. Holy fuck, Gravity Falls. I remember the way I started Gravity Falls. I was at somebody's crib and it was on. So then I started watching it and that shit was intriguing as hell. And it was just weird, wild, and like it was not like any show I ever watched. And by the way, I didn't grow up watching any Nickelodeon shows or Disney shows or anything like that. Like the only way that I got access to this was like if I watched it on my home computer or if I was at somebody's house and they had it on their TV because we didn't have no cable growing up. So I was just like, So I saw it was one day like that triangle thing with the eye in the middle, and it was just so trippy and a like mystery. Like I never seen a show like that before, so it was intriguing to me. So I watched it and it was great. And I've been wanting to rewatch it for so long now, but I still haven't. All right, Phineas and Ferb. Yeah, I can't. What the fuck am I gonna do? Because all these shows are great. I mean, all these shows are okay. You know what? Hold on. I gotta. I'm about to put like every show in the best. I can't do that. I gotta think about this real quick. How am I gonna rate this? Because I love these shows when I was a kid. Okay, Phineas and Ferb and Gravity Falls, they're staying up there. They have to stay up there. I can't change them. Yeah, I can't change them. What is this though? I don't recognize that. I've never watched That So Raven. I watched a couple episodes of Casey Undercover, but that shit was kind of, that shit was kind of below average. I never watched Bizarre Bark. The only way I know what that is because Jake Paul was on that bitch. Okay, uh, Jesse was one of my favorite. I love Jesse. Jesse, dude, this is about to be top and bottom heavy for real, bro. Like Jesse was one of my shows. Like if you'd ask me my favorite Disney Channel show as a kid, because like some of these are Disney XD, and Disney XD was like its own category. So I would be Disney Channel or Disney XD, and I'd be like Disney XD, and then I'd be like kicking it, and they'd be like, okay, what about Disney Channel? I'd be like, oh, Jesse, Austin and Ally, Wizards of Waverly Place, Ant Farm, Sweet Life. Like I love so many shows on that bitch, and Dog with a Blog. Like I love so many shows on that bitch, but I just never like I don't know. I just never like Hannah Montana. I never watched this shit. I never watched it. It's too late for me. Kim Possible. I've watched random episodes. I've never really watched it. It was I. Mickey Mouse. I don't remember that shit. I'm not putting it. Kick Batowski. Okay, now here I'll put that one in grade. I love Kick Batowski, but that shit was like I used to watch these episodes on like you can never find them, bro. I used to find them on YouTube and shit. Here come Lab Rats. Yep, Lab Rats are right there. The reason why Lab Rats are not in the best, and let me explain myself. Well, King Possible, I kind of blew over it, but I barely watched it, so I don't really. When I watched it, it was good, but I don't remember like actual seasons and episodes of this bitch. Like I remember watching it on TV sometimes, and that's it. Lab Rats, the reason why it's not in the best is because of one reason. And there was like a moment, like there were so many cool moments in that show, but there was like a moment where it was just like it kind of just became a little bit drawn out, and I was just like, man, can we get to the point already? And that's when I was like, yeah, this can't be like one of my favorite shows. It just can't be. The Proud Family. I never watched that show. Bunked. The shit was like, yeah, it wasn't trash. It wasn't trash. It was like, it was below average as fuck. I watched a couple of episodes of it, and it was just like, what the fuck is the point of this show? Like, at all. I haven't watched this one. Sweet Life and Zach and Cody, you know where that's going. Ant Farm. Ant Farm is a great show, but it's not the best. Good Luck Charlie, the same. I never watched That's So Raven. Kicking It. Alright, let me explain these real quick. Kicking It was my favorite show ever. I tried rewatching it and it really pissed me off. So I'm never rewatching a Disney show ever again. The reason why Good Luck Charlie and Ant Farm are great and not in the best is because what gets you to the best is you have to, for me, like in my childhood, I had to have really 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 wanted to watch you. Like like if any one of these, like, oh, you know what, that's, you know what, so I have to drop this right here, I have to drop that, I have to drop Gravity Falls. Oh, let me update this. Okay, that's the order in which it is, but from left to right is best to worst in the categories. But the problem with some of these shows is I'm gonna order it like this: how much I wanted to watch it, because I remember these shows in a different light than what they probably are. But how much I was like dying to watch these shows is how I'm gonna rate them. For Kicking It, dude, I used to fiend for Kicking It. Sweet Life of Zach and Cody, and where is it? Sweet Life on Deck. I used to fiend for this show, especially on Deck. On Deck, I was going crazy on that bitch. I used to go on my what was it, Put Locker back in the day and watch Sweet Life of Zach and Cody and on Deck. I used to watch Kicking It. I used to watch Lab Rats. I used to have like different tabs open and like try to watch them at the same time. Like I was really fiending for this shit. But Kicking It and Sweet Life are one of those two shows that I literally remember the image in my mind of me going to the website, typing it in and watching it. I remember that shit in my mind. I love those shows. Coop and Cammy. What the hell is this? DuckTales. That's not my generation. Mech X4. Never heard of that. Girl Meets World. Now here's the most average show ever. There's an old show called Boy Meets World that is really good apparently. I never watched it though. I've watched this version, and this version, I'll be honest with you, is kind of butt cheeks. It's not butt cheeks. It's just a little bit of, you know. I've never watched this. What is that? I don't know. I don't know what that is or that. I never watched Even Stevens or Reese's or Corey in the House, or I didn't. I only watched a couple of episodes of Parrot Kings and they were kind of average. I never really got into it. I seen it multiple times though, at multiple times. Never seen this or this or this or this or this. What the fuck? American Dragon. Damn, I haven't watched any of these. But Pair of Kings, I've tried this show at least 10 different times. I've tried it, and not on computer. I didn't look this shit up. I tried it via fuck. I tried it via fuck is going on. Yeah, I tried it via what the fuck? Am I glitching in real life? I tried it when I was watching on TV. So like Pair of Kings would come on and I'd watch it on the TV. And every time it came on, I was just like not in the like I just didn't fuck with it. And there's nothing to do with like the show itself. It's just like I just wasn't feeling it. And that's it. Austin and Ally, you know where it's going. It's above Jesse for me. I loved this show as a kid. It was one of my favorites. And I was fiending for Austin and Ally. I remember that shit. Austin and Ally, like these four shows, like these top five shows, I love. Phineas and Ferb. The reason why I love this show is because every single time I watched it, I enjoyed myself. I don't think I've watched a bad episode of Phineas and Ferb, and that's why I like it. And there's like these reruns on YouTube where they're like playing Phineas and Ferb. I'll just click on it and watch it for like a couple of minutes. Like I really like this show. It's crazy to me because like it's not like one of my favorite shows ever. It's just so enjoyable to watch. Like I don't know how to explain it, but it's just so enjoyable. Now here's another one, Dog with a Blog. Dog with a Blog, the reason why it's not in the best is because there were some things that were kind of on that show, but I would fiend for this one. I watched this on TV so many times. This is my favorite one. Whenever I go and this was on, oh my god, I'd be watching it. I love this show. This shit was so fucking like great for me. I loved it for real. Sunny with a Chance. I watched this by myself on my computer, and it was great. It was great. It's better than Kick Patowski, but not better than Lab Rats. I just remember there were just a lot of like struggles for me to get to watch it in the first place, and two, I just like I just didn't know what to like freaking do, if you get what I mean. I don't know how to explain it, but it just wasn't. I don't know. It's a good show. Actually, you know what? I'm putting it here. It's a good show. It wasn't that great. It was good though. I enjoyed it. I still don't remember the premise of the show, but it was good. I can't hate on that. Liv and Maddie is a good show. It's great, in fact. It's actually even great. It's not better than Ant Farm. It's not better than Ant Farm or Lab Rats, but it was pretty good. You know, Good Luck Charlie was better than. I just might put Gravity Falls down there. I enjoyed these shows a lot more. Yeah, Liv and Maddie. I still didn't know that the two main characters are played by the same person. I still baffles me. And here we got the goat. I'm not talking about Wizards of Waverly Place unless you put goat sounds behind it and put a goat instrumental. Let me speak on that shit. It is one of the greatest shows, period shows that I've ever watched ever. I enjoyed every arc. It felt like the characters had meaning. It felt like there was character development. It felt like there was some shit going on. I even watched the movie Alex versus Alex or whatever. Like there was a progression. It started off they're in high school, whatever, and then they go to the wizard school, and then you see how Justin's life plays out and how he does things. Max turned into a girl for like a couple of seasons. I was just confused by that. I was like, what the fuck? How did this happen? Maxine, that shit was so weird to me. When I was a kid, I was like, how did they just turn him into a girl? Like, did the actor stop getting paid or something? That's the first thing that I thought of. But you know, I love Selena Gomez. Justin and Alex and the whole Russo family was great. I like the werewolf guy, the vampire guy, the family, Harper. There were so many great characters. The principal, just the whole show was great. It felt like the show had a direction that it was going, a place that it was entering in life. But yeah, Mighty Med. Oh my God, Mighty Med. If I could say comedy wise, it's up top. But as a show in general, it's right there. It's a great show, just between Ant Farm and actually, it's above Ant Farm. It's above Ant Farm. Mighty Med, as comedy, I remember laughing my ass off watching this show. this show was real good. Like, this shit was really like speaking to me for real. I really enjoyed it. It was one of my favorite shows, bro. I fucking enjoy it. There was a lot of like inconcise things. I really want to rewatch it right now because I feel like this won't like age bad. Like I actually think this would age well. Yeah, and finally Shake It Up. Shake It Up. I know this is gonna piss people off because everybody loves Zendaya, but Shake It Up as a Disney show was kind of mid. It was okay. It was better than mid actually. That's why it's above mid. It was a good show. It just wasn't like as good as any of these top heavy categories. And I want to look this up real quick. Hold on, let me look up. Okay. Disney show stuck. I can't type for some reason. Stuck in the middle. That's what it's called, right? I have to find a clip of this, bro. I need to see if I've watched this. The whole first episode's on this bitch. Let me listen to the theme song. Jenna Ortega's on this? What is it? The being a middle child isn't easy as tween Harley Diaz can tell you. Yeah, I never watched this show. I thought I did, but I never watched this show. Alright, y'all. That's it for my Disney Channel show tier list. Man, the nostalgia remembering this shit, bro. We gotta really like, we gotta really like remember how great this shit was for real. Like, how many good shows are there that you watched on Disney Channel as a kid and Nickelodeon? I feel like we always forget about that shit. It was a great time in my life, man. Man, if I could go back and rewatch all these, I could. I wish I could, bro. They're just great times, bro. Man, I'm feeling so nostalgic right now. But yeah, that'll be it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. Appreciate it. Please subscribe to my channel, like the video, comment anything else I should do. Comment any games for me to play. I upload every single day. I try to make a video every single day. I mainly enjoy like playing games and just giving my thoughts on different topics, you know. I don't know why I'm giving you guys like my speech on why to subscribe to me, but just subscribe.